In this video, I'm going to explain to you the meaning of backing up that hearse against the front porch when it comes to selling final expense. Greetings and salutations. This is David Duford, owner of Duford Insurance Group, where I train and recruit agents nationally to sell things like final expense and Medicare, both face-to-face and over the phone. So I'm going to do a little bit of explaining today to a very common phrase that I speak or teach my agents to remember as they're selling final expense, either in the field or face-to-face. And it's the concept of having the prospect picture the hearse backed up against the front porch. I'm going to explain to you what this means, its important impact, and how this concept constantly paints the picture of how you are presenting and how you're closing your final expense business. So I found this particular phrase years ago when I used to read a lot of Dan Kennedy. If you're older and you remember the marketing gurus of yesteryear, Dan Kennedy was very popular in the 90s and aughts. And in one of his books, he talked about sales, and one of the concepts that one of his clients or somebody he knew in the business taught his insurance agents was help the clients picture the hearse backed up against the front porch. So that's where I picked up the idea. And it really summarizes exactly what we're trying to accomplish. You see, we have to help our clients see what will happen, to walk through the pain of death as they pass away, and not just their own, considering their own demise when they pass away, but the impact that it leaves and the potential burden that it leaves the people that they leave behind that may have to pay for their final expenses and deal with their loved one's death. Without having the ability to have your clients picture this morbid and scary event that certainly every single person goes through, you're not going to sell any kind of final expense. So how do we actually apply this concept of picturing the hearse backed up against the front porch? Well, I think it all stems from the kind of questions that you ask your clients, the kind of walkthrough and visualization techniques that you use in your sales presentations to help your clients really truly embrace what it's like and what it's going to be like when they die, and the potential consequences of being unprepared. So some ideas that I would give you out there as far as how to make this work effectively. First of all, is you got to ask questions that get your clients to squirm. One of my favorite questions to ask in every single final expense presentation, ask our client, God forbid, if you happen to die tomorrow, how are your final expenses taken care of? Or what happens? And that is an uncomfortable question for us to ask, but it's vital to understand and help our client visualize their lack of preparation, to visualize what's going to happen to the people they claim to love, but without a proper plan to execute, and to visualize what it's like to feel their pain and to fight about who pays what if there's multiple family members, to come up with money that may not be there. You have to take your clients through this entire process to help them just understand the nature of the fact of their demise and how they're going to handle it. And the reason we do this is because the fact of insurance itself is an intangible product. It's arguably the most intangible product that's out there. You can't feel it or touch it or experience it literally until you die. So you buy this idea of what insurance is that never is really manifested until you're long gone. And so you've got to be able to sell in this kind of conceptual way to get your clients to really register the impact of it. And without this tool, you're not going to reach across the aisle to these people that really need our help and really strike their hearts and their concerns about the people they love, because we try to avoid this kind of visualization of seeing our death and the consequence of it. And even older people avoid the idea of death. Bad things happen to other people, right? So think of how in your conversation selling final expense, you can get the client to picture the hearse backed up against the front porch. Think about how you can get them to realize their mortality, that life is going to come to an end, that there's going to have to be, it's not a question of should you be prepared, it's a question of you should be. Well, it's a question of should. And through that process, you're going to find more people who are going to be more open-minded. You're going to find people be more willing to buy final expense coverage from you and to get the kind of peace of mind, bottom line, they know they really need. So if you enjoyed this video, hope it gave you a little inspiration on how you should approach the sales process when it comes to selling final expense. And if you'd like to learn more about selling final expense over the phone or face-to-face, and you want to learn more about how the DeFord Insurance can help you do that, click the link above and below, and there is a FAQ link that will give you more information. If you have any comments, or if you like this video, please leave a comment, thumb the video up, and certainly subscribe if you haven't. We do daily videos like this that give lots of wonderful information on helping you become a better producer in final expense and other insurance products. My name is Dave DeFord, owner of DeFord Insurance Group. See you later. Bye.